Hey guys, Cajun Reseller back at you with day 2 of Highway Buyway. Those are the 2 items I buy. Unfortunately, the Starbucks mug, which is what that one was, broke. So I only got the Fenton piece of vase, I guess what you would call that. That was a bunch of Fiesta ware. Fiesta ware is good, but they were asking like $125, and I didn't really have a way to get that back home and have it packed and everything. This is the first sale we went to on day 2. Jill is now with us, with me and Ken as we're going through this. I know I missed last week. Sorry about that. But this is a bunch of glassware. Maybe that green thing there I should have picked up. I don't like to pick up glass, but sometimes I do. Like that Fenton piece. It hadn't sold yet, but yeah, I'm going to keep showing y'all around here. Not a bad way to start out day 2. We did find a decent amount of stuff on this day. I think I'm going to show 6 clips in this video, and that's going to be all of day 2 that we did. So hopefully y'all will enjoy that. Here's a summary. So this is day 2 of Highway Buyway. I pick up a couple items at this first sale that y'all saw. Some Fenton glass, this green vase Fenton glass. It does say Fenton on it on the bottom right here. And usually that's one way to identify. Obviously, the easy way to identify Fenton is to have it actually stamped on there. But it's a cool vase pattern. I don't know if you're able to see it that well in the light, but it's a really cool glass vase. I tried to sell it at the booth, like I said, and never sold. I think I had it listed for $20. Fenton green roses vase. And the way I did it at the booth was I put a Roman numeral with what I paid for it. So I paid $5 for that at the yard sale. So hopefully I'll be able to list this on eBay. Maybe get 25 to 30, somewhere in that range. It wouldn't be too bad to ship. I just had to find the right box and pad it. So pieces like this that aren't too big, I don't mind trying to ship them. And I haven't even listed it yet on eBay. So I hadn't had the chance to sell yet on eBay, so obviously it hasn't sold yet. And then, like I said, the other one, that Starbucks mug, it broke in transit. So $1 down the drain. Oh well. On to the next clip. This was the Dead Dog Road yard sale that we were trying to get to. We went to this yard sale 2 or 3 times accidentally. I picked up some jerseys there. I'll talk about them in the summary. I've already sold 2 or 3 of them. The reason it was Dead Dog Road was we were driving along and this lady was out there doing yard work with her dog, and all of a sudden the dog just darted out in front of us. And luckily Ken was able to swerve and avoid the dog, but it was very close. And yeah, that's why you have your dog on a leash if you're near the road or anything. But yeah, I got some Harley stuff as well. None of that has sold yet. Actually, I haven't even listed some of it. That thing is listed. It wasn't what was in the box. It was actually, they replaced the item and then put the item they had on their bike in the box. But I still think it's worth $60 or $70. The taillight little things aren't really worth anything. But here's some more stuff. I'm going to show y'all some more of the Harley stuff and show y'all Ken, SSKPromo. Show him in a second. We discuss a little bit about the Harley stuff and what it might be. See all the cool Harley stuff at this garage sale? You got Ken here. And Jill over there. I already showed y'all some cool Harley stuff, but some of it's very priced. $10 for like the hubcap, I guess that is. And that's mirrors. That's a cover. Some of it's decently priced, and some of it's overpriced. But yeah, some Harley stuff at a yard sale that we almost skipped. So at this next sale, which we said, like I said earlier, went to 2 or 3 times. We went there. One of our first stops was there, and then we wound up seeing another sign. We chased that sign and wound up back at it. And then another time we were further down the road, there was still a sign that pointed us, and we went all the way back again. So we went to this sale 3 times. We only stopped the first time. But yeah, we actually didn't even, I'm not sure if we had that on our map or not, but we just happened to follow the signs and we got there, and you got some decent Harley stuff at it. And then the jerseys. The Terrell Owens jerseys sold for $37 on Poshmark, plus shipping. Obviously, Poshmark's always plus shipping. And then the Dwayne Wade jerseys sold for, I think, $22 or $23 plus shipping on eBay. So I still have the 2 LeBron jerseys, which obviously means he's not that popular. I'm not a LeBron fan if you haven't been able to figure that out. And then I got the Tim Duncan jersey. And then the Harley stuff, I think I spent like 15 or 20 on Harley stuff. The little tail lights haven't sold yet, but they aren't really worth that much. The exhaust cover, I'm not sure what those were exactly. Exhaust covers maybe. And then the little seat back, I think that's a little seat back thing for like the person sitting in the back seat or on the dual bike sitting in the back to help prop their back up. I'm not sure though. It wasn't that big. It was only $2 though, so I figured I might as well take a chance on it. But yeah, some decent profits for that sale. On the next one. Here is the next sale. A bunch of glassware to start it out. But I already actually picked out a decent amount of plush. I'll show them to y'all at the end. I don't think I actually I'll show them to y'all in the summary. I think they were like 25 cents each. A lot of stuff here was super cheap. It was all half off, anything inside. So I guess they'd had this sale probably the day before, and they're like, let's just try and, they're actually trying to get rid of stuff, so everything is 50% off on the next day. So I look at all that stuff and none of it appeals to me. I do pick up one item. I think I'm about to show it in a second. I'll show it a little bit more in detail in the summary. That little clock right there, it hadn't sold yet, but I'm looking at it right now as I'm doing this voiceover. So I know where it is, so I can show it to y'all. But yeah, I paid like 50 cents for that. The knives, I'm looking for Cutco or some other brand that I recognize. Unfortunately, they weren't Cutco. They wouldn't have been there anymore probably on day 2 if they were, but yeah, then I'm going to show y'all some more of the plush that I didn't pick up and maybe why I didn't pick them up. But a bunch of Christmas items here. Remember, this is back in August, so people are trying to sell Christmas. It probably would sell better now if they were doing the sale now, but it obviously probably didn't sell much back then. But yeah, they had bags of, or these little things of plush. I think these were probably $1 each. I got the small ones they were like 25 cents each. So there's a bunch of baby stuff. I don't pick any of it up. There were some other, I can't remember if there's any Beanie Boos in there, but I picked up a couple of Beanie Boos just to lot them up with other ones. And maybe there are some Beanie Boos that are worth selling individually. I just sold one for 24 bucks that I picked up for 4. So sometimes Beanie Boos can be worth money, but the vast majority of them aren't really worth picking up. So yeah, maybe that's my bag of plush actually. Or no, that was a bag that was already there. There's mine. No, I don't think so. Never mind. I'm just making up stuff at this point. I didn't watch this far before I started the voiceover, but mine are. I'll show y'all some of the ones I picked up at the end of this clip. There's also a Roomba there, but I passed on it for this. So at this sale, I picked up this clock right here. The brand is Clock Watcher. So cool clock there. You just wind it up and it works just like a regular clock would. Kitchen timer clock. Ding. And I think I paid like 50 cents for that, maybe. I did find some of the plush that obviously haven't been listed yet, but I found them in a tote that I just found out when I was going through stuff in the garage. So here are some of the ones I bought. 25 cents each. Butter. This one is Fairbanks. Sometimes the ones with the purple tags can actually be worth a decent amount. So I haven't even looked them up yet to see. I've sold this one before decently well. Slowpoke. This one is Peanut the elephant. Freckles the leopard, and then a QT Toes, which I'm going to lot up with a bunch of the other ones I have. Try and get those sold. I've had them for a while now and they haven't sold, but I'm going to lot this one up with those. So yeah, that's it for that one. None of the stuff has sold yet that I remember from that sale, but it might have. I just don't remember if it has or not. But let's go on to the next clip. Here's the next garage sale. Cranium for $3, new and sealed. Anytime I see games new and sealed, I'll pick them up. Pedometer for $1. Yes. If it was new, it'd be worth way more. I think it was basically new, but unfortunately, it had been opened, so I can't sell it as new. I can sell it as like new or new open box if that option is given on eBay. Sometimes you can have that option on eBay whenever you're checking out, or not checking out, whenever you're selling it. That CB radio might have been worth it. I didn't look it up. Sometimes those radios just are random. I found ones before that have been sold really well, and other ones before that didn't sell at all, so it's just random on those. The baskets, I think those were all Longaberger, if that's the brand you can say, but they were all pretty high priced, and I don't have the expertise to know which ones are good and which ones aren't. So I passed on all of those. I think I also picked up a Fenton bell here, which hasn't sold yet, but it was a really cool bell. I tried selling it in an antique booth that I shared for a while, but it didn't sell. It was there for like a month or two before I stopped selling in the booth. But yeah, that's an overview of what this sale had available, and here's a summary of what those items have sold for so far. So the 2 items I picked up at this yard sale are the Cranium, which sold for 42 bucks on Amazon FBA. Paid 3 bucks, so it's not a bad return. It does say Highway 127 on there, but I picked one up at 127, and I picked one up at Highway Buyway. So yeah, they're both still sealed. So yeah, anytime I find Cranium sealed, I'm going to buy it. Some of the Cranium games are worth even more if they're sealed. But the other one I picked up was this Omron, I think is the brand, pedometer. It hadn't sold yet, but it's listed for $45. I sold the Go Smart one. I can't remember if I filmed at that sale or not, but it was the same day, or maybe, I can't remember, maybe it'll be in the next video, but that one sold for like $40. So yeah, if you can pick up those little pedometers, they can be worth decent money if they're still in good working condition. So yeah, let's move on to the next sale. Here's the next sale. Pick up 2 baseball gloves. Nike, if you can find Nike stuff, always pick it up for cheap, for 3 bucks. And a Worth Apex, I think is what that said, glove. The Nike one's listed for like 45. The second one's listed for like 50 or 60. So some decent return on that once they sell. They haven't sold yet. I think I got them listed too late after baseball season. So hopefully once baseball season comes back around, or they might. I mean, they they just sell randomly sometimes, but usually the best time to list them is during the baseball season. They had some decently expensive stuff here, I believe. The shoes, I can't tell what price those were, but I did look those up. As you're going to see right here, I look at it, and I think once I actually stopped filming, I did look it up, and they weren't worth trying to resell at the price they were asking. But I don't know if I actually picked up any pairs of shoes the whole time on Highway Byway. I just wasn't in the mode of picking up shoes. But here's the summary. So like I said in the voiceover, neither one of these gloves has sold yet, but baseball gloves. If you can pick them up, I would definitely pick them up. Now check the condition, make sure they're good. Usually adult gloves are better, adult/kid glove, like youth gloves. If you get the little kid gloves, those usually don't really sell for much. But Nakona is a great brand to pick up. Academa is another great brand. Nike, as you saw in this video, Nike is a good brand to pick up. There's a lot of good baseball gloves. If it's a catcher's mitt, which you can tell the difference, you'll see it in the difference. But catcher's mitt or first baseman glove are usually worth more. First baseman glove is, it's like a standard glove, but the webbing is way bigger, so they have more radius to catch the baseball. So yeah, just a little bit of tidbits on baseball gloves and why you should always pick them up if they're cheap. Here's the last sale for this video. Pick up a Sony DSC S500 camera for, I actually got it for $5. I think I asked if they'd take $5 and they did, since this is the last day of day 2. I baited the picnic basket, but I don't know, I just don't feel like shipping something that bulky and carrying it with me. I do pick up one more item. I think I'm about to show it right here. This hat. It's a really cool AOP all over print hat, Toledo Mud Hens. I think I have it listed for like 60 or 70. It hadn't sold yet, but you have to have the right buyer come along to buy it. There was none others that looked like it on eBay. Whenever I Google Lensed it and Tara peeked it and I worth pointed it, nothing popped up on any of those. So that hat may be worth a decent amount of money. Hopefully it will be, at least. I keep showing y'all more stuff, the blankets and stuff like that. If they'd had a decently looking one, I think I actually did look this one up, and obviously it wasn't worth it if I didn't pick it up. But you can usually James Hamilton maybe or something like that. I didn't pick it up. This is the last sale for this video. I do pick up 2 items, both of which I think will sell really well. Neither one of them has sold yet. The Mud Hens hat is at least listed, but this Sony camera is right here. It still hasn't been listed yet. I don't think I've actually tested it to see if it works or not, but it does have the batteries in it. So I need to replace the batteries probably to make sure it works. I was trying to see if it power on right now. No, those batteries, hopefully those batteries are dead and this camera actually does work. But yeah, Sony DSC S500. I think I did, like I said in the voiceover, I paid $5 for this. I think I negotiated $5 for this, but it sells for around $35 to $40, somewhere in that range. This one does have a lot of the accessories with it, like the CD and the instruction manual and the box as well. So I will probably get a little bit more than that, so maybe $40 to $50, somewhere in that range, hopefully. I think it came with a memory card as well. So yeah, that's it for this video, guys. Don't forget to leave a like. Comment with your favorite item that I found. Mine might be that Toledo Mud Hens hat, just because it's unusual. And subscribe not subscribed. And don't forget to go follow Ken on his channel, SSKPromo. He just crossed 400 subscribers. Thanks for watching.